Welcome. All right, we're almost ready.
18 more hours.
It's recording, isn't it recording?
Yeah, but I'm going to do a video.
Oh, we're doing video too.
Yeah. Why, did you not want video?
No, I did one video. I just wasn't sure how many more hours.
This is my first time ever with video.
What what was the long pause for?
Because I had a burp.
Oh my goodness. Welcome. We're good?
Gucci.
Hey, oh, he said Gucci. Can we make a rule that you can't say good and respond with Gucci?
Why?
It just feels
You're
like
over it.
It's like when someone's like, "Hey man, you almost ready to leave?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm almost ready." And they're like, "Cool beans." It's like, please stop the way you talk.
I'm gonna slide it in at least
Don't-
once.
don't.
Okay. Why?
Don't. You can do whatever.
This
you
is my first episode on video.
want. Really.
I don't know what to do with myself.
All
Do I
right.
look comfortable?
Welcome everyone to the Rob Bailey Show. Today I have a special guest.
What?
Austin Littledick.
We didn't.
What did we say?
That's what we said. Yeah. We didn't even start yet.
I'm sorry. That's not nice.
I'm here today.
That's not nice. So thank you to our sponsors. And we'll start with that. I always forget that.
You go for it.
Sponsor number one, DLB Daily, who's been crushing it. She's doing at-home workouts since everyone's stuck at home because the government's put us on quarantine, which is disgusting. But she's doing body weight only, have you done any of her body weight only? You can say no.
No, I haven't.
Okay, dude, I've done like 3 or 4 of them. They're like nearly impossible. Like I'm in my living room with no weights, like sweating, struggling, and I'm like, how are like not that I'm a super athlete, but I'm like, how are normal people getting through this? Like it's fucking hard. Also dumbbell only, which she's doing a lot of like really interesting, cool stuff. Dumbbell only, a lot of like big sets, high reps, static holds, things like that. So for everyone stuck at home that needs workout advice, DanaLynnBailey.com, and super cheap. First week's free, and then it's like $7. And dude, she put so much for it being $7. She puts so much more than $7 for the time. She's she's up all night like researching. She hasn't repeated one workout yet.
That's impressive.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, for $7, Miss Olympia is your personal
and
trainer.
I'm just like, yo, just start back. Like,
She doesn't wanna
She's like,
do
no,
that.
no. She feels like she owes it to people. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck. I do the same workout every once in a while, over and over, but she refuses to. Also, do we want to
Yeah, so we have a busy week.
We have a very
with
busy
all
week.
our sponsors.
Well, here's another sponsor, Run Everything.
Yep.
RunEverythingLabs.com. That's our supplement line. We actually have a product here that is releasing
Today.
Wait.
Well, so today in the tense of when they're seeing this.
Oh, so when you hear this come out, when you see this video go live, that product will. I can't reach it.
I can reach it. I can't
My
move
back's
phone.
out right now. Fun fact.
There it is.
So it's a limited edition Kill Rob Bailey to go out with my album, which we'll talk about later, on Onward. And it's a double size.
60 serving.
And we decided to put as many graphics on as possible.
So it's 60 serving, exclusive flavor, blood orange. And it's a limited edition branding, limited edition flavor, limited edition everything. And you're going to sign them.
I'm not going to sign all of them.
We haven't
I'll sign
set a
100
number
of them.
yet that you're going to sign, but
I'll sign 100.
100?
Yeah.
All right, so the first 100 orders will have your signature
pretty
on top of
intense.
them.
So Dana Lynn Bailey pays for the building, Run Everything.
Run Everything got my new mic stand. We're on camera. Camera got a new mic stand, so you'll be able to hear me better this time.
no.
Everyone DMing me like, yo, you're too far from the mic. I'm like, my mic stand's
Wait,
broken.
people DM you that?
Someone told me that, yeah.
One person. So you're like one of those Instagram influencers
no,
that's
I'm
like,
not.
I've been getting a lot of questions about my macros. It's
No,
like,
I do.
I've been one person.
Everyone asks about macros and rice cakes. There have been people that told me to speak louder on the podcast.
It's because we've been showing you with your shirt off, and everyone's like, wait a second. That dude's jacked.
Dude, that's me.
And I'm like, yeah, it's what he looks like. He's literally the hardest dieter I've ever met in my life. He takes it so serious. He does cardio every single morning. Like people don't realize that you're like an undercover threat.
Work hard in silence and let your actions speak louder.
Yeah, you're not one of
words,
those people
right?
that like every morning you're like doing cardio again, hitting the grind. I'm a badass motherfucker, blah blah blah. Like I am. That's what I do. You're like the opposite.
Yeah, I'm kind of low key.
You do like 500 things and do all your prep, and then you come to work and you don't even tell anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows you're dieting most of the time until like we're like, hey man, can you try on the sample? You take your shirt off, and we're like, why are you shredded? You're like, I've been dieting for 6 months. It's like, well, why haven't you complained about it once?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
What are the sponsors?
Do that right.
Flagner Fail.
Flagner Fail, which
Currently having a giant sale right now.
Currently having its giant winter, spring clearance, however you want to position it itself. Up to 70% off site wide.
That's
no. Yeah.
Yeah, 70%.
Yeah, you could say, I could word it like that.
Summer's coming. I'm not ready. I have to clean. Has to go. Clothes. Oh no.
What are you doing?
I have too many clothes. Summer's coming. It's got to go.
Summer.
It's time for the Flagner Fail winter sale. All past items are going to be up to 70% off right now, Monday to Friday.
Guys, this is our biggest sale ever. Up to 70% off, and we marked down over 50 items.
The sale starts Monday, April 27th at noon and ends May 1st at midnight.
That sale is currently happening. That sale will end on Friday, May 1st. So if you're listening to this when it launches on Wednesday, then you are in the clear. Go buy some shit.
And then our last sponsor, who paid for the microphones, and I think they paid for your new mic stand since you broke the last one.
Didn't touch it.
You 100% broke the last microphone stand. But that is paid for by Kill Rob Bailey Incorporated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa. There's an incorporated at the end
Yeah,
of
bro,
this
I got
now?
a business account and everything.
Okay, this is the real deal.
It's like my music is a real thing now.
Okay.
Before it was like I would just cash the checks to my personal account. Now I'm like putting them into a fucking bank account.
There we go.
Yeah, so Kill Rob Bailey Incorporated, which is now, I guess, my 10th fucking business officially. But yeah, I'm coming out with an album this week. Yeah, I just said that. An album. Wait, is this releasing Wednesday?
That's what I'm trying to digest. Is it out now?
No. This is releasing Wednesday. So at midnight tonight,
Yeah.
my metal album comes out.
April 30th, 2020.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I wanted to go somewhere to celebrate, like go to Mexico,
Nope. Quarantine.
but I can't.
You can go. You come over. My house.
I come over.
You can come over.
I can come over.
Yeah, and we can hang.
Why are you talking
Do you not
like
want to
that?
hang?
You are a good hang.
It's because I have to drink the rest of this. I
You
know.
are a good hang.
I said I was a good hang in the
know.
one
I
video
know.
where you cut my hair.
So let's think about that. I don't know what I should do.
Well, last time you hung out with Little Zane, right?
Little Zan, I think his name
Little
is.
Zan?
Is it Xanax?
Oh, Little Zan. Is it Little Zane?
No, Zan.
Little Zan. Yeah.
And I didn't really hang out with them. We were out, and then they were like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're just walking around." And they're like, "Want to come party with us?" We were sort of like, "You guys seem like you're already
Partying.
done partying."
Yeah, based on the video, he looked like he was partying for like the
He
whole
just went to
week.
the hospital for extreme anxiety.
Really?
Yeah, he actually apparently has some anxiety issues.
Anyway, so that was last time. So now you have to up that.
Well, my whole life I've never celebrated anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've just never done it. And one of the reasons is, I guess my dad. My dad never left any room for celebration, which I hated my whole life. So like, if you did something, like say I'd play soccer, right, and we would win 8-0 in the championship, and I'd score all 8 goals.
Damn.
I would, whatever. I'm exaggerating, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But I
thought
was
this
very
was a true
good. I
story.
was very good. You know,
Gotcha.
so like if we won a Pee-wee soccer game, I would probably score 4 goals, and the other kid would score 4 goals, and then say we beat the team by 3. on my way home, my dad would talk about like, hey, right before halftime, you fucked up that pass, or you did this. And he would just point out the bad things, you know, which you're probably aware of this. This is because this is how I currently boss. Is that what you call it? Manage?
No,
work?
you're
That's on my
balls.
workflow.
Yeah.
So I don't like high five people a lot. I don't, it's like, hey man, you did really good at that.
Positive
I'm like,
reinforcement.
yeah, I'm like, hey man, you're a little fucking late.
Yeah.
Or hey man, like, what? I don't know.
Or you don't congratulate people for doing stuff they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Or stuff that's expected.
For doing their job? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go above and beyond, sometimes I'll be like, that's fucking
Yeah.
dope. But if you do your job, fucking.
Now, I'm trying really hard not to laugh because when you talk about soccer, all I can remember is the one time I played soccer with you in the indoor league in Wyomissing, and you scorpioned.
Wait.
You scorpioned at the end of the game. And that's all I could think about.
Oh, it took me so long.
That whole story, that was all I could think about.
Holy shit. So we played indoor soccer.
And you were going way too hard.
Well, okay, so we played indoor soccer, but it was prior to my little fitness revolution.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
this was
So
4
I was
years
like
ago.
fat shitty
Yeah,
Rob.
285 Rob.
285 Rob, who like hadn't ran in 20 years. But I was like, no, I still have the same soccer skill set that I had. And it was like 20 seconds left in the game. I was like, we're down. I'm going to score the last goal. Watch me.
It was so unnecessary how hard you were going at the end of the game. And
I don't know what happened, but like I tripped and I scorpioned.
Scorpion, you fell
my
forward
God.
and your heels came over and hit the back of your head. It was crazy. It was like Rob's breakdancing. Wait, why is he still up in the air breakdancing? The game's over. Like that's how long you were inverted for.
I wanted to impress you. Holy shit,
Jeez.
I forgot about that. But anyway, he never like, my dad never gave me positive feedback. Like nothing was ever good enough. And even like if we were working on, say, like doing the brakes on his truck, me getting positive feedback was not getting yelled at. So like I was always trying to think, and people don't do this, and you do this, but I was always worried about what the next step was. So if I saw him, taking lug nuts off, my thought was like, I need to get something to put the lug nuts in, because if he gets that lug nut off and he doesn't have anything to drop, he's going to be like, I need something to put this fucking lug nut in. So I would always be thinking of the next step and how to get faster and more efficient. And I found out that like literally 1% of the population does that. The rest of people just like mosey through shit and do whatever. So I try to be faster, more efficient so I don't get yelled at. And then when you do that, you're just like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. So Zach, the contractor, that's how he works with his sidekick right now at my house.
Oh, really?
So Zach is the contractor who just redid the lake house, if you saw on YouTube. And he has a sidekick named Creature who is helping him here in Montana. And they're doing a deck. And like Creature, he's not a contractor. I think he cooks in a restaurant. But
yeah.
But he's laid off right now because of, once again, coronavirus is just fucking up everybody's life. So now he's like a sidekick contractor. No idea what he's doing, and Zach just like rips on him.
Really?
And I love it. And Creature like likes it.
Yeah.
He responds really, really well. He's like, yeah, man, this is. I'm not looking for positive reinforcement. Like I want to get better. And it's like, man, like I love that. So anyway, I don't know why I was telling you that.
I don't know. The only thing, what I thought about, again, because my brain went somewhere, was what you didn't tell me about your dad, that he makes the best corned beef. Because he brought me lunch on Friday, and it was
My dad
awesome.
has a few things. My dad's so frustrated with me now
Why?
because I'm vegan.
Oh,
So he's
Wait,
always
so
like,
is that why I got the lunch?
yeah, no, he like, and for a while he would do it. He'd be like, well, I don't know what the fuck you eat. It's like, I just don't eat animals, man. It's that simple. And he did that for like 2 years. Or he'd be like, hey, I made you fish. I'm like, Dad, I don't eat fish. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're one of those. And he'd use a different word. And I'd be like, fuck. Yeah, man, I am. I don't know what. Or he'd make me like a milkshake. And I'm like, I'm not going to, I'll shit my brains out, man.
Yeah.
If you stop eating dairy for long enough, you become lactose intolerant.
Oh, yeah.
100%. was like, I'll lose 45 pounds and I won't move tomorrow if I drink that.
What I appreciated from last week was Drew asked me on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Cause I guess he was like real prepared to make this corned beef.
Yeah.
Because I guess it was like a big thing. So Drew asked me on Wednesday. He was like, "Hey, my dad wants to know if you're interested. He's bringing in corned beef for me for Friday." And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" And what was awesome about it was it made me forget what like one of them like homemade homey meals is, because like Nadia and I will cook and we'll make food or whatever, but something that's like cooked in a crock pot or a pressure cooker that's been cooking for however long.
Yeah.
Like I was able to cut it with a plastic fork and it had like carrots and shit. It was good.
Yeah, there's like hours involved in that.
Yeah, you can tell.
He makes a lot of things like that where it's this big, longer, because he's retired, you know? So it's this big, longer process, and it reminds you of like, how your parents used to cook.
Yeah, it was. It made me miss Philly.
So you're my dad's son now, because what's he going to make me?
Well, I'm your son.
Yeah.
And then your dad's my grandfather.
Perfect.
Is that how it works?
No, that's exactly how it works. Yeah. That's how it works. And so I don't know how to celebrate.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what it was.
Well, the thing is you can't travel.
I can't travel. So I was telling you that like my whole life I grew up never celebrating because like me coming out with an album, it's my job. I make music, I come out with albums. Why the fuck would I celebrate? Or I would set insanely high goals like, I need to hit the Billboard charts in order to celebrate. But now I've realized, like, I don't know, man, I work really fucking hard, and I should just start celebrating little things just so my life seems cooler, you know?
So what's the plan?
I don't have one, man.
Okay. What are options?
So I guess it has to be here in Montana.
Yep.
I could buy myself something, but I literally don't need anything.
Okay. So you're limited.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't want to hang out with me.
I would hang out with you.
Okay.
I'll have my hot tub back up and running by then.
What's
ideally.
wrong with it?
We fucking drained all the water out of it because we're building a deck. You didn't even watch my vlog today, bro?
I skimmed through it.
Did you notice the hot tub? We dug out where the hot tub was?
No, I saw where the bobcat was stuck.
Yeah, but we dug out where the hot tub was. That's what I did with the bobcat because I'm a fucking man, bro.
Right. So
Not that women can't use bobcats.
Good disclaimer.
Right?
Yeah.
Women can do anything men can do.
So the album.
Except for pee standing up. Yeah?
If they could pee stand up, it would just be messy.
Be disgusting.
Um,
No, not equipped,
like
bro.
a funnel.
Not equipped.
What's equipped? Oh, like raw and equipped, like powerlifting?
You gotta fucking pee raw. You can't.
Yeah, you got to peel over yourself
equipped.
with RP9 just running down your leg. So the album is coming out.
Shit. Yeah, album's coming out this week. Fucking, this has been a long time in the works.
Are you excited?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're excited.
Dude, I'm going through so many emotions.
You're going through normal Rob
So
waves.
many emotions because I made it so long ago.
It's over a year.
Whatever. I've been working on it for a year. That I made it so long ago that it like, I feel like the delay has taken away a lot of it, a lot of my excitement. And then I'm nervous because I'm stepping into a genre that I really, really respect. You know what I mean? And I'm using all hired guns. So, like, that's a thing. Like, I'm not sure if I don't tour. Like, I'm doing everything so unconventional.
Yeah.
And I'm stepping into, once again, a genre of music of, like, that's my shit, dude. You know what I mean? It's like if you started to rap and then, like, you knew Meek was going to hear it. That feeling of, like, well, fuck, man, Meek shouldn't hear my shit. I'm not good enough.
Like extra stress.
Yeah, so like I feel a little bit stressed, not about the general public, because I think that like a lot of people that like my shit are just gonna like it.
Yeah.
But then I know a lot of people like in the industry and like, or I respect a lot of people in the industry that are gonna hear it, and I just don't, you know, it's like I don't want to have bad form squatting in front of like hypertrophy coach.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that feeling, but on a larger scale because I'm proud of it, but I'm also scared to be proud of it.
Have you been battling with this, or is this something that has popped up now that it's close to actually happening?
It only pops up every once in a while.
Okay.
Because I have so many things going on. That's the other thing too, is like I have so many little projects going on. Like think of everything we did today.
Yeah.
And then to be like, oh yeah, I have an album releasing Thursday. That knocks off some of the stress. But no, I don't know. Someone asked me a good question. Dana asked me a good question in the spicy ones video, which was like,
which is live right now, so go watch it.
Which is go live right now on YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I get rocked, but I forget what the question was. But my response was, I just like doing it. Or maybe Jake and I talked about it in the last podcast. But
future, where do you see the future?
Yeah, where do I see it going in the future? It's. I'm trying to pull back and realize that, like, no, I just like making this. I enjoy it. It's fun. I get enough DMs, and dude, honestly, like 1 or 2 DMs would be enough to where if people were like, "Hey, this changed my life," fuck yeah, I'll do that. Like, if you can literally do something and change someone else's life that you weren't planning on changing for the better, cool. I'll keep making albums.
It would almost be selfish of you not to do it.
Yeah, they don't cost me, in the grand scheme of things, they don't cost me that much to make. You know, it's paying musicians, it's studio time, it's travel, which I do anyway. So like an album for me, even if I break even, like it's not like I have other streams of income. It's something I really enjoy doing, and I think it's fun, and I think that I'm just going to keep doing it. So I'm trying to remember that too, with all the pressure of everything.
And you had fun with this one, and it was a very different process than what you're used to.
Yeah. So normally it's me and Hustle, and like we set guidelines for ourselves. Like there's so many rules going in of like when we originally made it, the concept was pretty easy. It was, we wanted to be repetitive. Because I think when you're training or something like that, like I think complex lyrics, and I think that a bunch of different verses and cadence changes, I think it confuses you, and that's why like the repetitive thing, like it allows you to focus on the weights, it allows you to focus on whatever task you're doing, and that's why like I like editing to like EDM music because like nothing's really happening, it's just a fucking beat, and that was one of the rules. And then like our first album did so well, it set like another precedent of rules, which was like, okay, we have to be positive. We can't be violent. We can be violent, but it has to be like tactfully violent. We had to do all these things. And then like by the 5th album, we were writing songs and be like, ooh, we can't say that. That's not us. The 6th album, we came back and we were like a little more loose with it.
Yeah. So like Spectrum's
still following the rules, and we had these rules. So when I started writing for this next, I was like, oh my God, what do I write about? Like, can I write about hating people? Like I can. Holy shit! I can write about that. It was almost
with the freedom of being able to do whatever you want. Was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, it's like, what do I do? So I still set rules for myself. Like I wanted to. I was like writing songs that people can relate. I was a little more.
There's one song without any curse words.
There's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I uploaded them all, and there's a lot of songs where I don't curse at all. Yeah. I either curse a lot.
Yeah, you're either one side of the spectrum or the other side of the spectrum.
So like Heartbeat we released as a single.
That had curses.
I say we because like you and I put it out together. But I said fuck 29 times. And then we released Progress
0 times.
And when we went to go do the clean version, we were like, oh wait, I don't curse in this. So it's a back and forth mixture. But it's a really fun album. It's something that Dana said it to me, and which makes me feel confident. So like I always go back to what she said, and she said that she had some of my music mixed in with like As I Lay Dying and like her metal mix, and she's like, and your song, like when it came on, like I really dug it mixed in with like quote unquote real metal guys.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck yeah! And I've heard it play in mixtures of albums that I like, and it fits, and I'm like, wow, I feel like I belong.
And I know when I first heard it, whenever back in the summer, I forget what the first song you sent us was, but it's not my genre, but I remember listening to it and being like, oh, people are gonna like this a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. That's part of the guys I worked with, Grant, Carson. Awesome dudes. They know that they can make any kind of music, but the cool thing was like I could show up and say like I this is what I want. It's like making a branding package.
Yeah.
Like if I told you I want this, that, and the other, you could design me exactly what I wanted.
Right.
And then I can give feedback and we could work together to get my result. And that's sort of how it was with the music too. It was like, hey, like, do you like this sound? Do you like this sound? And we sort of sat there and like put together something really cool that, sounded like what I wanted to sound like. So it's been a long time coming, dude. Like the first time, so Hustle, I remember, dude, the first time I saw his studio was, how old was I? I was able to drive.
Okay.
So I was 16. So it was like exactly 20 years ago. What year is that?
2000. Y2K.
The year 2000, right? So the year 2000, I went to his like up to his bedroom, and I remember like he had like tape recorders and stuff, and he was like making weird loops and stuff like that. And I was like, "Whoa, you do this?" In 2001, no, maybe 2002, I was in college. Or summer 2000, early 2002. I went up to his house, and he had moved to New York. I think he was in Brooklyn. And I went up one night, and he was like, "Oh, let's like record some stuff." So I remember just like yelling into the microphone, and we put together some like loop tracks. And because I was just, man, I want to make hardcore. Like if I'm recording in front of a microphone, I want to make hardcore music. Like I want to be Hatebreed. I want to make fucking metal. And he had no idea how to do that. Like I played some for him, and he was just like, I don't like this. This doesn't. I don't understand. And like he's just very like, I don't understand this. It's not my shit. A lot like when people look at art and it's abstract and like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and then
you know, but he just was like, I don't get it. And I don't think he ever really even tried. But at some point in time when we started wanting to work together, I said, "Hey man, I want to make metal or hardcore or whatever you want to call it." And he said, "Okay, well I make singer-songwriter and I make hip hop. And I'm familiar with electronics, so like I can come towards you." And I came towards him where like all of a sudden mine was a little bit more rappy. And we did. We sort of ended up in this genre where I still don't even know what genre Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard are. But like I always dreamt of being in this other little world of metal and hardcore. And I got there.
20 years later, here you are.
Yeah. 20, oh my God. I don't like saying that.
Why? It makes you feel old.
20 years later, here I am.
As you sit here with your extra lumbar support.
My back's out, bro.
That's fine. My back was out this morning. You took my damn appointment.
My back used to be out all the time, and that's part of the reason that I'm like trying to take good care of myself. Like I'm not going to scorpion playing soccer anymore, bro.
Good.
I'm a fucking athlete again now.
God, can't imagine us playing soccer.
As soon as my back gets better.
Oh, jeez. So the album.
Yeah.
Releasing Thursday.
Wednesday night at midnight. I don't have any expectations.
Okay.
I've decided that. Like
Just see what happens.
Yeah, we're releasing a video for a song called Unstoppable.
I think a lot of people are gonna like Unstoppable.
Yeah, Unstoppable. So I had some shit going on when Unstoppable came, and there's a couple like dope lyrics in it that I like. Like
that was one of the questions I had.
What?
What's like your favorite lyric of
Unstoppable's
the album?
a really, really good one.
Because you know by the time the album's gonna release, and then everyone's gonna pick the lyrics apart and then like make quotes and make T-shirt designs out of them and shit.
I'm curious if a lot of people are gonna understand this album because like I feel like I was going through a lot of shit last year. Mm-hmm. I'm still going through a decent amount of shit.
So when you started writing this, what was that, March of last year, right?
Yeah,
2019.
Like
okay,
yeah, about a year ago. So this one, this is Unstoppable's a pretty intense song.
Yeah.
So there was a few moving parts in my life where like I felt like I was getting backstabbed.
Yeah.
I realized that I felt very Caesar-ish at that time.
Like the person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like very Caesar-ish. Like I wasn't really sure what the fuck was going on. And I think that not to be negative, but I always try to expect the worst. Mm-hmm. You know, like
I think that helps keep you prepared because I'm kind of similar.
Yeah, as long as you expect the worst, it's like that's. I think it's called like fear setting or something like that, right? So if you expect the worst, so we all know that I love progress and pride, but a lot of the Unstoppable is about being stabbed in the back. It's about no loyalty and things like that.
Is that subliminally what it's about, or is that straight
that's
up?
what it is. It's
we got the lyrics in front of you?
Yeah. What is this without progress? What is this without pride? Empty shell of a kingdom, this sword stuck in my side.
Oh, yeah, that's very straightforward.
Yeah, very straightforward. Only the ground has loyalty, and I live in the sky. Knives and arrows in my back, I hear death waits outside.
Oh.
So it's a lot of having the expectations that like, no, this is going to go poorly. Mm-hmm. And it's something that like I just fucking forget, dude. Because like I think the dichotomy, is that the right word, of my dad and my mom? Mm-hmm. My mom's like the most positive person. Like my dad's the kind of guy who will walk up to a dog, and if the dog looks like he's gonna bite him, he's like, I'm not going to, that fucking dog's gonna bite me. Mm-hmm. And my mom's the kind of person that like every single day she'll walk outside, stick out her hand, and the dog's gonna fucking bite her. And she's gonna be like, oh, the dog was having a bad day. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
Yeah.
And like they're completely opposite. So I have in me that like I always want to believe in people and things. And then I also have the other side of it that's like, no, this shit's all gonna fucking fall apart.
And yang, yeah.
Yeah, and I like that, but it's hard to balance them. So I think every once in a while I get caught by surprise when things go all wrong, just because I forgot like my roots.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is about being stabbed in the back and things like that, and knowing that like loyalty, like I've said it before, but like nobody gives a fuck about you. And I think that's even in one of my songs in an intro. But like, I think if you go into things, like I know you give a fuck about me, I give a fuck about you, but like relationships are always like, they're fucking 2 inches away from being enemies. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy how like something could happen where all of a sudden it's like, all that love just turns to fucking hate.
It switches.
And unfortunately, it's like the nature of people. So there's a lot of that. And then the death waits outside. It's about like urgency, and it's about knowing that it's there. Like it's knowing that it's there. It's knowing that you're going to battle, and it's knowing that something eventually is going to happen. But if you expect it, it's not that bad. It's like I was telling Danny the other day, it's like knowing you're in a fight, and like. We had an issue a little bit ago that she wasn't aware that she was in a fight. I was aware that we were in a fight, and she got like blindsided. And like when you get sucker punched, like you can get fucking dropped. Yeah. Because like you're just like, oh, walking down the street and someone just fucking plows you. It's a surprise. You have no fucking clue. But if you're walking down the street and you're aware that you're in a fight and you're aware of your surroundings, when you get hit, you're like, oh yeah, I got hit because I'm in a fucking fight right now. So it's not as jarring.
Right.
So the death waits outside thing for me was like when I landed on that line. And once again, I write on the treadmill in the morning. So this was like 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, death waits outside!" Like knowing it's out that door.
And that's one of the dopest lines.
I think. One of the dope of the whole fucking album. And then the chorus is "Can't break me, can't take me down, unstoppable, unstoppable," which just goes back to like traditional Rob Bailey. Telling yourself that you're a fucking king, telling yourself that you're the fucking man, and then just reinforcing that like I know death's out there, and like I'm gonna fuck them up when I walk outside. So it's a really, really dope song. I think that's it could have been the single going out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
it could have been the single.
We were talking about that being potentially a single. You think that's gonna be the song that people really gravitate to and choose as their anthem?
I think one of them. The breakdown's really heavy. It's I Knew That You Would Betray Me. Really, really good. Yeah, I think that's going to be a banger. But there's a lot of good songs. There like there's the other song. Once again, I named them, but I went with like the shortest names possible, so I forget what I called them. I think it's Fail Me, maybe. Fuck, I should have had it in front of me.
You don't remember?
You know, whatever, dude. Whatever. But that song is just about like not retreating. Like they're all very, very similar, but I was a little more artistic with some of my lines. Like the death waits outside. I don't think we would have said something like that, or that would have been like Charlie's line.
Right.
Like Charlie was a little more. He had a creative license, and I was a little bit more like, I'm a motherfucking beast. You know, and it was like that's Rob's yelling clear stuff. So I'm still yelling clear choruses, but I'm being a little bit more taking poetic license.
So you're excited for it to release.
I'm excited, yeah.
No
yeah.
expectations.
I'm excited. But I'm also very vulnerable because, like, dude, I put more in this.
Yeah.
You know? And
well, it's 100%. Well,
yeah. I mean, we can say that. I mean, granted, there's obviously other guys involved that, like, I 100% could have not done it without them.
Right.
But it's my project. I'm the lead on it. I'm not sharing 50. Like, I don't have anyone to call that night to be like, so did we do good?
Right.
Like, it's literally just gonna be me in my house being like, did I do good? Like, so I don't know. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot, just a lot of little emotions.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it does. I think it's going to be like a cool,
Yeah.
different experience having it be like your project.
The last one was cool because going to Mexico the next day,
Mm-hmm.
the album released. I went to Mexico, and like when I woke up from my nap, I looked, and our listeners, our monthly listeners, which is that's sort of how I judge how well bands do.
On Spotify?
Because it's like the most metrics that you can see at that one time. So you go to Spotify and you're like, what are their monthly listeners? And we broke 1 million, which is like,
Is that like the equivalent of like someone's following on Instagram or something? I'm not familiar with like the monthly listener
but you're like
thing.
actively listening to them.
Okay.
So like if you have 3 million people on Instagram, people might just be following you and don't know.
Oh,
And there's
gotcha.
bots
Okay.
involved. Spotify, there's not really like that nonsense. It's
Okay.
like legit people listening to you. So we broke 1 million, which is like fucking huge. Because all my favorite bands don't have 1 million. All my favorite bands have 500,000.
Right.
So like it's like, wait, am I twice as big? And I'm not. But it's in the streaming revenue world and in the streaming world, it sort of gives you a gauge. But I was also distracted by being in Mexico. So like I didn't get to sit with the feelings. I didn't like think about things. I was like, I'm gonna go to the buffet.
Right. So that's probably like an extra level of weirdness
knowing
that's
that
going
I'm
to
gonna
happen Thursday.
Just wake up Thursday and be like, do I go to work? Do I train? Do I sit around and read all the fucking comments about like, oh, you're great, oh, you suck, whatever? I don't know.
You just get to sit around and digest it.
Well, I don't know unless you think of something good for me to do.
I've already made my offer. My offer was declined.
Come to your house.
Yeah. The golf course is open Thursday. If you wanted to do like a round of golf, there's options.
We could golf Thursday.
So yeah, I'm just staring at that skateboard deck across from me. It's stressing me out. We'll have to show people on that.
Skateboard deck.
Yeah, because that's part of the merch. That's
We have
available.
Kill Rob Bailey merch release,
which we've never done for like your albums or anything like that. So we have like some Rob Bailey T-shirts. We have the exclusive Onward, and then we have a skateboard deck with your face on it, yelling.
That skateboard deck's cool.
Yeah. So.
I'm pretty pumped.
What else is there oddly about the album that is like boiling up inside you? Obviously, there's excitement, there's nervousness.
So
are you looking?
I tried to plan starting the next one.
That's what I was just going to say. Are you already looking forward to the next one?
Yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to start the next one before this one released.
Right.
Because I didn't want to sort of like taint the waters with the feedback or my feelings.
Right. Because the calendar, you were originally supposed to record, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. So I would have already been done.
Yeah.
A third of the album.
You were going to
or at
go
least
2
all the
weeks
groundwork.
ago,
Yep.
and then you were going to go
I'd probably
again
be back
this
there
week.
right now. And I liked that because I would have been able to like organically start the second album before anyone even heard the first music. So I wouldn't have been influenced by anyone's feedback.
Right.
So like my worry is now that the album releases, everyone hates it.
No.
And then I'm just like, ooh, I should change up my whole entire style.
That would be interesting.
I'm not going to do that.
No.
But,
But I guess you have to start recording the next one. You have to wait anyway because
fucking coronavirus, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. The studio's closed. So crazy.
So you know what that means? Remix album.
Yeah, we have one remix song already. I think.
Yeah, I heard it.
Is that Unstoppables remixed? My brain sucks.
God, I can't remember what song it is, but I know there was like a couple different versions of it, right?
Yeah. That's another thing I feel guilty about.
What?
I'm not that I'm not taking this seriously, but this isn't my focus. It's like a thing that I do. So I feel guilty that there's like musicians that are putting their 100% into music and I'm just doing it casually.
Yeah,
but I guess it's like a casual bodybuilder, right?
Yeah, but you kind of do that with like everything. Like there's not one thing that you're focused on and nothing else is. There's like, all right, I'm focused on this for 2 hours and I'm focused on this for 30 minutes. And then for the rest of the day, I'm focused on this. And I think that's why you're able to do so much and be so versatile and have all these different brands. And
because I can't focus.
Well, you figured out that you can't focus, and you figured out how to use it to your advantage.
I
which
guess
like let's just start
that's
more
a really
brands,
positive way to look at it,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's good.
Yeah. And now, I mean, what my 11th business that I'm starting.
The one we just talked about.
Yeah, the haircut studio, the barbershop I'm opening.
We didn't talk about that.
In the warehouse, just to only cut your hair.
Oh, the $8 haircuts.
$8 haircuts.
Yeah. Is he zooming in on my haircut right now? I
think he is.
I made an appointment to get this fixed. Not get it. No. Sorry. Sorry. I worded that
wrong. Fucking horrible. Remember I said we're always 2 inches away from being enemies?
I worded it wrong.
Fuck.
The barber shop, because of the Rona, is now... There's a couple positive things that have come out of this. And one of the things is the barber shop is now doing appointment only. So I made an appointment like 3 weeks.
You know what I hope
now.
happens?
What? Don't say it. Don't you dare.
I don't even know.
You're going to say something really bad.
I am. Is that going to create weird stuff for people?
I don't know.
All right.
Say it first.
I hope that you go into the barbershop.
Don't say it.
I'm going to leave it very vague. I'm not going to say it. Wow, I just said a lot to pull back.
You said enough to be...
I love starting shit, man.
All right, start a barbershop.
All right. Fuck. I don't know what I'm going to call it.
We've already asked people and nothing was good.
I know what I'm going to call it.
What?
I'm going to call it Whiskers.
There's already a barbershop.
I know. I'm going to franchise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be an interesting...
I'm going to start another gym, too,
move.
called The Lift Factory.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to start a pancake company. Call it Bisquick. See what I did there? That's like along the lines of the jokes you were making.
I'm franchising my friends that I like. You're
I'm gonna open
starting
a
fake companies.
restaurant and call it IHOP.
No, you don't.
Is that not? I thought that's what we're saying right now.
You know, you really need to fix that haircut.
I can't wait to go to Vegas. They better open that shit back up.
For your bachelor party.
Lift Factory, yeah.
For what?
The Lift Factory is in Vegas.
No, I thought you wanted to go to Vegas for your bachelor party.
Yeah. We're going to go to Lift Factory, and then I'm going to get the Jay Cutler teriyaki bowl at the teriyaki grill place thing.
When everyone
and
hears
my dream is to eat it with him.
We could 100% organize that.
That'd be awesome.
We can 100% organize that.
Let's do it. I'm down.
If we tell Jay it's your bachelor party and that you're not doing a cool bachelor party, you're doing super chill stuff.
Like eating at...
Eating. You want to eat, lift, and golf.
Uh-huh. Pretty
Vegas.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Should be a great
But
time.
not Arizona.
No, we've already... There was like a lot of feedback on Arizona from the last time we talked about it.
We're keeping that magical for you. Yeah. That's going to be your place.
Till next year.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Your back's not even out.
It's weird. With like this is the first time I'm on like a filmed episode. I don't know how to act.
You ignore him.
That's what in the beginning I was like.
No, you just pretend like he's not here.
But then like I would have been able to get comfortable, but I had to give it context.
I'm not even wearing shoes.
I know. I noticed. Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, take your fucking shoes off.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's different.
How much you were missing out?
That's different.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's gonna smell so weird in here soon.
Why, your feet smell?
I noticed on the one episode you didn't even have socks on. I don't think.
Yeah.
Jake's got his shoes off now.
See, Jake makes me worried.
Jake's also got different socks on. Jake don't give a fuck.
Jake doesn't wear a belt.
No, Jake's pants are falling down.
No, he doesn't wear a belt. It's sort of like his style, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a weird style.
Belts. I like that.
Yeah.
It's more of a comfort thing than anything, you know?
Oh, I like that.
I don't know about that.
I'm all about being comfortable.
You have an elastic waistband on.
Yeah, these are the new Flagner Phelps pants. Not available yet.
I did yard work in mine, so they're gone.
And then I got this new Flagner Phelps shirt on underneath. That's top secret. It's got holes in it.
Ooh, I want to address something with you.
What?
How did it feel pretending to be a fitness model for one day? So for everyone that doesn't know, let me do some backstory. Austin has been dieting super strict.
Yep.
For 7 years.
Last March.
that's a fucking year.
So a year and a month. So 13 months.
He dieted down for a couple things last year. And once again, we said how easy it is for him. Pretty much when you put your mind to something, you just do it.
Yep.
So most people are like, I need a cheat meal. I need this. You're like, no, I plan my macros, right? I enjoy life. I know what I eat. It's not really a big fucking deal. And you don't sensationalize it. A lot like people sensationalize cardio or they like to feel like a victim.
That was one of the reasons why I got started. Like one of the things that triggered me for all of this back last March was I saw a fitness influencer's YouTube video. And he's like standing at his kitchen counter and like fake feigning because he's so depleted and like all this shit. It's like, no one's telling you to do this. You're not saving the world because you fucking had 100 grams of carbs today. Like, stop. And it was like people, they want attention, so they're making this shit seem so hard, and it's not. It's like you want to make it seem hard and make it seem like all this shit to make it seem like you're doing something grand, but it's really like do it with the right mindset and do it for the right reasons and not to get attention. And like one of my goals was to compete and not let anyone know I was dieting for a show.
Yeah, which I think you accomplished because
I got pretty lean for no reason.
Because you were dieting for the Big Sky Classic or whatever.
Yep.
And then it got canceled because of the coronavirus.
Wait, the Big Sky was supposed to be this Saturday.
Really?
May 2nd.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, today's April 27th. It was supposed to be 4 days from now.
Man, so you'd be like 4 days out. But you dieted down. You sort of did like a little mock peak week just to see how you would respond. Yeah. We vlogged. And then we
shot some photos.
Shot some photos of you.
We shot photos and a bunch of content.
And people saw behind the scenes and they were like, why is he so fucking jacked? Mm-hmm. Like, what? I don't...
145 pounds of just mass. One of the things, it was funny, one of the things leading up to the shoot, Drew was like, so when are you going to become an irritable asshole and make the office smell like fish? And I was like, what are you talking about? Why would I do that? And he was like, well, you're like 2 days out from your big shoot. And I was like, oh, you're talking about like, why am I not the typical asshole who's dieting and make sure everyone in the fucking world knows about it? I was like, oh, no, I'm just not doing that.
As much as I love Dustin, used to work for us, dude, he would, remember, he like couldn't pick his feet up off the ground.
Yeah.
And he'd just drag his feet and be like, bro, what's wrong with you? He's like, I cut my carbs down to
the thing is
125. Like, what's wrong with you?
The thing is, people just do it so wrong, and then they want everyone wants attention. That's why most people do what they do. Yeah. But like the amount of weird questions I would get like throughout the dieting or contest prep or whatever, like I posted a piece of chicken online and people are like, "Oh my God, you're allowed to use seasoning?" It's like, yeah. Why would I not be like, oh, well, my coach only allows me to use mustard as a condiment and I have to boil my chicken. It's like, oh, yeah, you should get a different coach.
Well, I think...
And a lot of people, it's because they equate, because they see the influencers do it online, they equate that the more you suffer, the better results you're going to get.
Yeah.
But like, shit's not like that nowadays.
No.
It never was like that.
No.
That's just what
Kevin Lerone prepped for Olympia in 6 months.
Yeah.
He didn't lift for 10 years, and he came back and got in shape for Olympia in 6 months and didn't look bad for being like 50.
No.
Yeah, it's way overcomplicated. And people like that's why when Dana, I mean, even Dana now, people are so amazed by it. It's like, well, how do you still look like this? It's like, well, she's like, I like to eat cleaner. I like to do cardio. I like to train. So I just never stopped doing it.
Yeah.
There was never a bulk season. There's never this super dramatic shit. You know, there's no drug use, and it's just consistency.
Yeah.
And it's enjoying consistent life.
Yeah, consistency is what wins out all the fucking time.
Always.
It doesn't matter what type of training you're doing. It doesn't matter what type of diet you're doing. It's a matter of like what you can do consistently for a long period.
Yeah, my diet is consistently mediocre, and that's why I have this physique.
Your physique wasn't bad for a little while. What was that, like a week or two ago? You like got in a pretty good spot, and then I think
that was more like a month ago. So a month ago, I was doing really, really, really good. It was actually longer than that. It was prior to me vlogging for that month. Okay. Me vlogging for that month is what
I knew there was a trigger that we talked about. And I couldn't remember.
That like fucked me up. I didn't have as much time to plan eating or anything like that. So I've noticed that like I fell off during that, and I've never really recovered. I did prep my food today, if you noticed. So
yeah, I did see that.
Today's like my first day of recovering.
So what does that smell? First of all, is that just a combination of socks that's finally
I can't smell anything.
Ventilated into my nostrils?
I can't smell anything.
Woo. So
I'm telling you, bro, Jake doesn't wear a belt.
What were today? So what's it, just seeping out of him?
No, you don't trust people that don't wear belts, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So what were today's meals?
Today's meals. So today was. So I never bought the smoked tempeh. We just got normal tempeh. And Dana's been making the smoked tempeh, and I thought that she was just seasoning.
So it comes seasoned, is what you're saying?
It comes pre-seasoned.
Gotcha.
So I thought that Dana was just somehow making banging fucking tempeh.
You're like, damn, you're killing
and
it.
I just didn't know how to do it. And like, dude, it's cut up like super thin, and I was like, man, she does so
Fucking
good.
cheating.
And then I found out that she just buys a different kind than I do, so I started buying that. So it was a pack of the tempeh, plus I had an old pack of like veggie burgers. So like I mashed that up and made this like weird mixture.
Whatever you ate when we ate lunch smelled pretty good.
So it was the tempeh, some kind of weird veggie burger that I don't really remember, just rice and asparagus. And the seasoning on the asparagus was, I don't know, it was one of those companies that makes
You
seasoning.
use seasoning?
Yeah.
What about the sodium?
I love sodium,
What about the
dude.
what?
If I'm consistently high with my sodium, my body responds awesome.
What I noticed this weekend was I posted. Everyone knows I like to post food. If you go back to my Instagram 2011 when I joined Instagram, all I posted was food.
Yeah.
That was like what I did. The thing this weekend, I posted my breakfast on Saturday, and I posted like the macros and, hey, do you guys want to see a full day eating? Which apparently everyone loves and wants to. Only
It's everyone's favorite.
Like Jake was the only one that clicked like I don't give a fuck, and my older brother. So I was
What?
like, yeah. I think sometimes people just do that to be funny. I do it sometimes. Or my least favorite thing on Instagram when it's like yes or no is when fucking people put it in the right hand side and then I accidentally click no.
And then they screenshot that like, hey, this asshole
Like,
hit no.
come
It's
on,
like,
get
I
the
hit no
fuck
because you
outta
don't know
here.
how to set up your fucking
Yeah, learn
page.
how to position things
Yeah.
and fucking composition.
Definitely the worst thing ever.
So one of the big things I posted all my meals and all the DMs, 3 of the DMs were, yo, what's the deal with salt? Blah, blah, blah. The one guy said, why do you consume so much salt? I Googled it, but want to hear it from you. It's like, you just hear it from Google.
Yeah, Google will tell you.
But salt is not the issue. If you're someone who's like a bodybuilder or performance, athletic, hydration and performance are like huge.
Unfortunately, salt makes things taste good. Processed foods have a shitload of salt, and people that eat processed foods are normally fat assholes.
And don't drink enough water to get the sodium where it needs to go.
So what happens is the people that are eating processed food have health problems because they're dumb fat assholes and they eat a bunch of shit. And then they end up they loop salt in as a guilty fucking contributor when it's actually not.
Yeah.
Salt's fantastic.
We're not scientists, by the way. But yeah, if Google
I listen to a podcast or
Google
two about
salt and anything from Stan Efferding and you'll learn why you should be consuming more salt. So yeah, that's that.
I feel like Stan Efferding is not on my team
Why?
because I'm vegan. I feel like he and I are at
Oh, you
at
would be
odds,
like
right?
polar
I
opposites.
feel like
Yeah.
he's one of those like carnivore people.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing great for how old he is.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah. I think with the drug protocol, though, you can make anything great.
To a certain extent. I've
Yeah.
seen people on drugs who
there's-
look fucking horrible.
Yeah. No, I agree. But if you're responsible with them and you're somewhat intelligent,
If you're
yeah.
intelligent, yeah.
There's people out there. That
NPC
look
shows are
fucking-
coming back. You seen that?
No.
I don't even know if you care.
Next. Could you hear it in my voice that I don't really care? There's a lot of stuff.
That's why
coming
I
back.
quickly segued.
Montana's opening back up right now.
Yeah, so Sportsman is
Yep.
open today, which is very selfish of me that I've been waiting for them to open so I can get fitted for a new driver.
Yeah, I love it.
But I don't know if what I should do immediately is go get fitted for a driver.
Why?
One, my swing is not in mid-season form yet. And then 2, just because they're open doesn't mean I need to rush and be touching shit that other people be touching. So I might give it like a
you're
week.
still-
But my main concern is I got to get my swing dialed in before I get fitted.
Okay.
Because if TaylorMade wants to sponsor this episode, I'm available. But I want to get the new sim driver. So Jake's writing us a note. I'm very nervous. It's like he's writing a ransom note. He's gonna like tell us to say something.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I'm just trying to fit. At 1 hour, circle back, finish on music. I'll circle back when I feel
Damn.
like it. I'm talking about
Who's the host here?
golf
You?
season right now. No, you're the host. This is the Rob Bailey show, not the Austin Little Dick show. But yeah, Sportsman's back open. The restaurants are slowly back opening. Barbershops back. Gyms are one thing that I didn't see.
No, they're not opening.
They're not.
So you're gonna have to play my music in your headphones
Okay.
in your fucking garage gym.
I got a garage gym.
Are you gonna lift to my album?
What was that?
Are you going to lift to my album in your garage gym?
Yeah, man. I'll lift to your album.
See, this is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I was
with my album coming out. No one caring.
I was lifting to your album back when no one knew that you had a solo
you
album.
one
That's
of
what
those
I'm
people.
saying.
All
Back,
right.
I was listening to the album when I had to listen to it on Dropbox and I couldn't lock my phone. That's how I'm an OG.
Jeez.
I can feel my
Halfway
heartbeat.
through your phone, you're like, why did the song go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel it beat inside me. Is that the words? Death waits outside. Right? Fuck you and you and you. Did you write that song? No, that's a different fuck you song.
You know how many people want to hear you
Do
do
a
an
whole-
album of just reading the lyrics in your dry
How many monthly
Philly
How many
accent?
monthly Spotify listeners would I have?
40,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Right now.
Is that more than
so-
Little Xan?
No, he's very popular. So right now, dude, once again, that's another thing that like the whole expectations thing. Let me look myself up right now. Kill Rob Bailey.
With the capital R-O-B.
Yeah, I like how I just did that. So I only have 34,000 monthly listeners.
So I would have more than you?
Maybe I exaggerated.
Jake, show him the skateboard before I forget.
Yeah, I don't know. 34,000 monthly listeners isn't very impressive, but I only have a single out. But Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard,
1 million.
we did have 937,000.
Oh, no.
Whatever.
So, favorite song? Rapid fire question. Rapid fire.
Favorite song is
Rapid fire.
Still Heartbeat, I think.
I think Heartbeat is my favorite song just because it's so embedded in my
Yeah.
head because we put out all that content media.
It just
for
feels so good.
Yeah.
I saw a video clip of the video we did for it. It's just so good.
Favorite lyric? Can't be Death Waits Outside.
I will kill all the men that you send for me.
Whoa.
It's just like a tough line.
It's definitely something.
Yeah, I will kill all the men that you send for me.
How many titles? Wow. How many songs is it?
10.
Okay.
That's my favorite lyric. I will kill all the men that you send for me.
We should have threw that on a shirt. We
Very
didn't put that one
confident.
on a shirt. Yeah.
Just to bring it, bitch.
Favorite color?
My favorite color? Green.
Okay. I like that.
Green, because there's so many different colors of green.
Yeah.
Like I really like the lizard green GT3s.
Ooh.
But then also like we had a trailer growing up that was in the woods in Berwick, Pennsylvania, and it was like a knockoff Airstream, and my dad painted it forest green. That really good forest green.
Forest is green on.
With a black top, like the same color as a little bit lighter than Dana's Hummer, but just fucking like all shades. I mean, the green of your pants, like green is just such a versatile. Like reds don't have that.
You could say why you really like green.
Money.
Vegan.
Oh, shit.
Gotcha.
Got me.
Jake asked me if I like green, and I told him no, and he was like, "Damn, I just edited all these photos green." Whoops. Green's not.
I'm
my
ready
color.
for the rest of my questions.
That I didn't realize. We were just talking. I didn't
You
have
said
like.
you had rapid fire questions.
Yeah, I did 3 of them.
Okay.
I mean, do you want more?
No, that's it. That's it. So thank you for listening, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I think we got 3 minutes till an hour.
All right. I would not be opposed to wrapping it up because I've run into the issue that we've always run into with
gotta
these.
pee.
I got to pee really bad. You know what we have to start doing? I understand why.
Catheters.
Who?
Catheters?
Is that when you stick a tube in your penis?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that
You need a really small tube.
because I have a small penis.
That's not true. I have no idea.
We have to. We have to start planning breaks because then
Bro, we don't need
because then I
breaks.
could hit like my second wave. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know what
keep
we
this
need?
shit going.
You know what we need another microphone, and we'll have 3 people.
So someone can leave.
So that way, if you gave like the signal, like I'm gonna go pee or make yourself food or whatever, then you could just talk to the other person.
Do you hear? Can the microphones pick up Dana's Hummer leaving?
Dana's Hummer
Jesus
has a fucking Predator Stage 2 ECU in it, dude. That's why that thing's so fucking beefy and a
Holy
giant
hell.
fucking straight pipe. She starts up that fucking Hummer next to my F250, and my F250's dick turns inside out into a
Whoa.
vagina.
Inverted dick.
Inverted dick.
Huh.
And I'm like, 250, bro, you're a big 6'7", Don't let that 6'5" push you around. And it's like, no. That Hummer is something else.
Yeah. So what's my taco doing that? Speaking of vehicles, you should see this GT4.
Oh, speaking of vehicles,
Drew told me not to show you today.
it's our other sponsor is Park Place Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talked to them?
No, I'm just throwing them in as a sponsor.
Oh, gotcha. Keep
Park
going.
Place Dallas, Porsche in Dallas, Texas, sponsor of the show. just say stuff like that. That's actually where I got my GT2. Mm-hmm. They gave me,
which you took out for a little cruise the other day.
I took out for a cruise.
How was that,
bro? So Kalispell Cruise.
That's what it's called, right?
Kalispell Cruise. Let's just talk about that for a second. So pretty much Montana's just sick of this shit. So we decided to get all our Trump flags out and drink beer in the back of pickup trucks and do a parade where no one cares about social distancing.
Right.
Let you guys know that Montana doesn't really give a fuck about this whole COVID thing. We're pretty good out here. So we're out there, right? There's dudes with Trump flags. There's people like hanging their kids out the window.
It's maniacs.
And they're just doing fucking burnouts.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I'm sitting in the GT2 RS.
Just getting rocks and asphalt kicked on you.
There's a dude behind me doing line lock burnouts in like a fucking 84 Blazer. Lifted 84 Blazer. And I'm just like, this dude probably doesn't care and literally has no fucking idea how much my stupid car costs.
Yeah.
And like everyone's doing burnouts around me and
So
just
are you
like
stressed?
out of control. I pay a lot for insurance. So
But
part
still,
of me,
like,
part of me's like, well, I want to use all that insurance if I pay so much. But it was stressful.
You're not getting that car fixed around here, though.
I don't know.
No.
Dude, that car, ugh.
That car's got to go to where? Bozeman probably is the closest dealer.
No. The closest dealer is in Spokane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But I would
6.5.
go back to our sponsor, which is Park Place Dallas,
Let's go.
which is where I think you should get your GT4 at.
Wait until I show you this one that they got up in New York.
Are you getting a GT4?
Not this summer.
Why?
It's not the
Bro,
right
you
time.
need to stop being a little bitch.
Wait until you see.
You need to stop, man.
I'll stop.
You're a little bit too frugal.
Frugal. My water pipe exploded.
So fix it and buy a GT4.
I didn't tell you that my microwave broke last week, and it's a big issue because apparently they build them into the fucking houses now. It's not like, I'm going to unplug this and buy a new microwave. It's like built into my cabinets.
Bro, I can fix it.
So I have no idea what to do. No, you can't, because it's the dreaded 5E Samsung microwave error, which is apparently a fucking thing on the internet. If anyone had experience with this, with their microwave or their washer machine, then send me how to fix it. People are like, oh, take out the electrical circuit and stick a piece of paper inside the blue ribbon. What?
Listen, how about this? I have a Sharp that's made for mounting that I took out of the lake house.
A Sharp?
Sharp
like a microwave?
Yeah. It might be the right size, magically, conveniently, to fit or retrofit into your little area. And we have Zach here. Zach will be done my deck in 2 days. Before he starts painting the inside of my house, he can help you.
Whoa. I also acquired... Oh, can I talk about my sponsor?
Yeah.
My sponsor is Rob Bailey. Gave me a hose reel that he thought was trash, and he didn't realize I've been in the market for one. And I saw it next to the dumpster when I parked, and I said, hey, what are you doing with that hose reel? And he said, it's trash unless you want it.
Bro, I was sponsoring you way before that.
And I said I want it.
I bought your NPC card.
Yeah, you did. I have to figure out how to use it.
Did you get your money back?
I got a refund on everything but the NPC card because...
NPC cards, they're not going to give you the money back.
Well, yeah, that for first. And because it is a possibility that I still compete this year.
Are you going to tell everybody what show?
I got to pee so fucking bad.
Anybody,
cliffhanger.
We're fucking out.
Yeah, I got to piss. Fuck this shit.
Guys, leave me a comment. Leave me a review. And also, like, hit me up on Instagram. Tell me who you want to see or what topics you want to cover. Because I'm just going to cover shit that I want to talk about. Or I'll just, unless you guys have directions. So unless you guys have requests, I have a lot of resources around me. I can't seem to get my brother on the show.
Busy man.
He literally has, like, every single way to dodge it.
He's good at it.
I should get my mom on.
Oh.
No, she's too out of control. Anyway, we're out of here. Say goodnight, Dana. Good night, Dana.
Good night, Dana. God, I gotta fucking piss.